Welcome to the battlefield of the self. If you're here, it means something inside you isn't settled. Maybe it's been a whisper at 2 a.m. or that pit in your stomach every time you look in the mirror and wonder, what the hell am I doing with my life? Good. That discomfort? That's fuel. That's the fire that built warriors, kings, empires. So hit that subscribe button. This isn't some self-help spa retreat. This is a gym for your soul, the forge for your masculinity. And if you stick with me till the end, I'll give you a sentence. One phrase that will be the anchor in your storm. Say it when you wake. Say it before you sleep. But only if you've got the guts to finish this. Because here's the deal. Most men, they're not lazy. They're misaligned. They work hard for things that mean nothing. They grind for goals someone else handed them. And at the end of the day, they sit in silence, wondering why nothing feels right. Let me say it straight. If you don't define your purpose, the world will define it for you. And brother, the world doesn't care about you. It only wants what it can extract from you. Bad things happen to you? Join the damn club. You think you're special because you got hurt? Welcome to manhood. We've all been kicked in the teeth by life. The question is, do you stay down? Or do you get up, wipe the blood off, and figure out why you're still breathing? Charlie Chaplin once said, "Life is a tragedy when seen in close-up, but a comedy in long shot. You've been living too close to your pain, too intimate with your failures. Pull back, zoom out. What story are you writing here?" And I'll tell you something Jocko Willink said that never left me. Discipline equals freedom. You want to find your purpose? Start by mastering yourself. You won't find it swiping on your phone or crying into your coffee. You'll find it in sweat, in silence, in sacrifice. Every man has a mission. Not all choose to live it. So what's yours? If that question scares you, good. That's your starting line. And if it pisses you off, even better. That means the truth is starting to hit a nerve. Stick around, soldier. Block 2 is where we start the real excavation. The digging, the cutting, the building. But for now, ask yourself this. Are you a man with a purpose or just a man with a pulse? Most men don't need more motivation. They need a mirror, not the one in your bathroom that shows you your jawline. I'm talking about the mirror that reflects your soul, your failures, your cowardice, and your untapped strength. See, this is where most fall off. They start the journey. They hear the words, they get hyped, and then the first storm hits and they run back to comfort. They run back to porn, to distractions, to the fake dopamine highs. Why? Because they don't know who they are without the noise. Silence terrifies the undisciplined. But let me tell you something, soldier. Your comfort zone is where dreams go to die. There's a quote by Viktor Frankl, a man who survived hell on earth in a Nazi concentration camp. Those who have a why to live can bear almost anyhow. Purpose doesn't make life easier. It makes you stronger. You think Goggins runs ultramarathons because it's fun? You think Jocko wakes up at 4:30 a.m. for likes on Instagram? No, they found something worth suffering for. And until you do, you'll stay numb. You'll keep chasing temporary pleasure because the alternative, responsibility, sacrifice, meaning, feels too heavy. But here's the raw truth no one tells you. You are not free until you have something you're willing to suffer for. A man without a purpose is like a loaded gun in a child's hands. Dangerous, unpredictable, hollow. He might fire off in any direction, mostly at himself. So ask yourself, why are you doing what you do? Is it for a paycheck or a legacy? Is it because it's easy or because it's necessary? If your answer is, I don't know, then congratulations, you're finally being honest. That's where we start. You've been taught to pursue success. But success without purpose is a golden prison. You get the car, the watch, the girl, and then you rot inside because it doesn't mean a damn thing. You want to know if you're living with purpose? Here's a test. Would you still do what you do if no one clapped for you? If no one paid you? If you had to do it in the dark, alone? If not, then it's not your purpose. It's a performance. Purpose is not what you post on your bio. It's what you bleed for when no one's watching. And you better believe, once you start walking in it, everything changes. You stop chasing approval. You stop fearing failure. You stop wasting time with people who drain your soul. Because now you've got a target, a mission, a code, and nothing is more dangerous than a man with nothing to lose, except the opportunity to fulfill what he was born for. Let's get one thing straight. No one's coming to save you. You've been waiting for the perfect timing, for a mentor, for motivation to magically fall on your lap. But life doesn't reward the man who waits. It rewards the man who moves, even if he doesn't know exactly where he's going yet. You've been lied to, told to find your passion, like it's a hidden treasure waiting under a rock. That's not how purpose works. Purpose is built, not found. It's carved through resistance, through trial and error, through doing things that scare you and stretch you. You don't find purpose by thinking. You find it by doing. As the great Theodore Roosevelt once said, do what you can with what you have where you are. That's the formula. Stop fantasizing about the life you want and start building it from the scraps you've got now. You say you don't have the right tools? Forge them. You say you don't have the support? Earn it. You say you're not ready? Good. That means it's time. Listen, there's no strength without struggle. A man becomes iron only by going through fire. Your pain? It's not a punishment. It's potential. Every wound you carry can either be a weight that drowns you or a weapon you wield. That choice is on you. You know what separates great men from average ones? Great men do what needs to be done, even when it doesn't feel good. They act without applause. They bleed without broadcast. They build without needing permission. You've been acting like you need permission to live with purpose. From who? Your boss? Your parents? Society? You don't need approval. You need action. Relentless, committed, disciplined action. And don't you dare say you're too broken. You're not. You're bruised, maybe, but bruised men build empires when they stop licking wounds and start lifting weights, physical, emotional, and spiritual. Tony Robbins said it best. It's in your moments of decision that your destiny is shaped. So decide. Decide to be someone your future self will be proud of. Decide to stop blaming your past and start building your mission. Decide to turn your pain into fuel, your doubts into drive. Stop asking, what if I fail? And start asking, what if I never try? Because here's the hard truth. If you don't find your purpose, the world will assign you one. And it won't be in your favor. A weak man reacts to life. A powerful man responds with intention. He walks into every room, every job, every relationship with one question burning in his chest. How does this align with who I'm becoming? And if it doesn't, he walks away. not with bitterness, but with clarity. That's purpose. It's not a slogan. It's a sword. And now, brother, you got a hand on the hilt. What you do next, that's what separates the men from the boys. So here we are at the edge. You've heard the call, felt the gut punch, maybe even started to sweat a little. That's good. That means you're still alive. And now the question stares back at you like a mirror you've avoided for years. What are you going to do with your life? Because here's the truth, brother. If you don't build your life, someone else will, and they'll use you like a tool. Not because they're evil, but because you never stepped up to take the wheel. That job that drains you, that relationship that belittles you, that rut you can't seem to crawl out of, it's all the fruit of a tree you didn't plant, but let grow in your yard anyway. You weren't meant to live like this. Waking up tired, going to bed empty, playing a role someone cast you in, without even asking for your audition. You're not here to be another warm body on a conveyor belt, another name on a spreadsheet, another soul trapped in a suit and tie you hate. You were built to build, to lead, to protect, to conquer inner chaos and bring order to your world. That fire inside you, the one you tried to ignore or drown in distraction, that's your compass. It's not a weakness. It's your direction. There's a war going on not outside, but inside. And the enemy isn't your boss, your ex, or your childhood. The real enemy is your hesitation, your comfort, your disbelief in yourself. And every day you sit on your hands, that enemy gets stronger. He whispers, "Not today," and you believe him. But let me tell you something Jocko Willink said. Discipline equals freedom. And if you want the freedom to live a life of purpose, you're going to need to bleed for it. Not once, every damn day. Because this isn't a weekend project. This is your legacy on the line. And if you don't think you have won, you've already lost. You got to start asking the question that scares most men. Why am I really here? Not what do I do, but why do I exist? Because when a man figures that out, when he really sees it, nothing can stop him. He doesn't need approval, applause. He's not chasing money. He's chasing meaning. And the money, it starts chasing him. You weren't put here to fill a chair, brother. You were sent to carve out meaning with your bare hands. And purpose isn't something someone gives you with a job title or diploma. You uncover it in the mud, in resistance, in pain. You dig for it like a soldier looking for mines. Careful, focused, committed. And yeah, it hurts. It's supposed to. Like Viktor Frankl wrote, those who have a why to live can bear with almost any how. Purpose doesn't remove pain. It repurposes it. It redeems the sleepless nights, the humiliations, the failures that made you want to disappear. Purpose grabs your story by the throat and says, "You're mine now. Let's go build something that matters." Let me be real. No one is coming to save you. Not your parents. Not your boss. Not your girlfriend. Not some god from a mountaintop. You're the one you've been waiting for. Either you lead or you're led. Either you fight or you're fed to the system like just another number. You're in a system that teaches you to shut up, sit still, smile for pictures, follow the script. But your soul isn't here for scripts. It's here for strategy, for strength, for significance. A man without purpose is like a weapon without a target. Dangerous, aimless, and eventually discarded. But when you lock in on your mission, when you know who you are and why you're here, You stop being a liability to yourself and become an asset to your family, your brothers, your community. That's when you shift from noise to voice, from consumer to creator, from pawn to king. But don't get it twisted. Purpose isn't about glory. It's about grit. It's not romantic. It's relentless. It's waking up at 4:30 when nobody claps. It's showing up when no one's watching. It's doing what needs to be done, especially when you don't feel like it. You want meaning? Then do something meaningful. You want identity? Build it. Every rep at the gym. Every minute you spend reading instead of scrolling. Every time you speak the truth when it would be easier to stay silent. That's you become the man you were born to be. Let's talk about what stands between you and your purpose. Fear, doubt, and that sneaky little voice telling you to settle. It's easier this way. It whispers, don't rock the boat. Don't risk it all. But let me ask you, how's that working out? Are you proud of playing it safe? Or are you tired of being a spectator in your own life? Look, courage isn't the absence of fear. It's moving forward despite it. David Goggins said it best. You are in danger of living a life so comfortable and soft that you will die without ever realizing your true potential. Comfort kills dreams, brother. Comfort is the enemy of greatness. And guess what? You're not built for comfort. You're built for battle. You have to stare down those fears like a warrior staring at the barrel of a gun. You have to say, I don't care how scared I am. I will walk through fire anyway. Because the only thing standing between you and your purpose is the choice to act. And here's a truth that hits harder than a fastball. No one is coming to hold your hand. The world doesn't owe you meaning or direction. You have to carve it out. You have to wrestle with the chaos inside yourself and emerge bloody but victorious. Remember Tony Robbins' words. The only limit to your impact is your imagination and commitment. That means the chains holding you back are forged by your own mind. Break those chains. Get uncomfortable. Get disciplined. Get moving. But this isn't about rushing blindly. It's about intentional, relentless progress. Small steps every single day. Because purpose is a marathon, not a sprint. It's a grind. It's showing up when your body screams for rest and your mind begs for distraction. It's waking up early to write, to train, to learn, to grow. It's reading those books that challenge your worldview. It's having the hard conversations with yourself and others. It's being honest about your weaknesses and then attacking them with brutal focus. And yes, you will fail. You will fall. But failure isn't the end. It's a refining fire of the man who refuses to quit. It's the fuel for the next attempt, the next level, the next breakthrough. This is your life, your time, your fight. And every moment you waste doubting is a moment you'll never get back. Now listen up, brother. This is where most quitters fold. But you're not most men. You're here because you want more. You want purpose. You want power. You want to wake up every day knowing why you get out of bed. So here's the deal. If you're serious about discovering your purpose, you've got to commit. No half measures. No excuses. Start by subscribing to this channel. Because here is where men are forged, where truth cuts deep and growth is non-negotiable. Share this video with a man who needs that kick in the ass. And drop your thoughts in the comments. Tell me what's holding you back or what you're ready to conquer. Remember this phrase, say it morning and night. I am the architect of my life. My purpose fuels my every step. This is your mantra, your battle cry. The words that will rewire your mind to chase greatness, like a predator hunting its prey. Don't let your story be written by someone else. Don't let your purpose be stolen by fear or distraction. You are the author of your destiny, the hero of your own epic. Wake up, step up, and become the man you were born to be. I'm here with you every step of the way. Now, go make that purpose undeniable.